Hello, my name is Sha'Kobe Tidwell, and welcome to the psychological impact of social media. Is it friend or is it foe? Imagine this. It's the first thing you check when you wake up and the last thing you see before you sleep. You scroll endlessly, laughing at the funny videos, feeling a twinge of jealousy at someone's vacation photos. Maybe even feeling anxious about reading the latest news. Without even realizing it, your emotions shift, your mindset changes, and your day is already influenced by a world that exists on a screen. Social media has become an inseparable part of our lives. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter connect us with friends, businesses, endless entertainment, and even serve as a source of news. But behind the filters, viral trends, and notification lies a deeper question. Is social media a friend or foe? Today, I'll inform you about the psychological impact of social media, both positive and negative, through three key factors: social validation, doom scrolling, and digital burnout. Let's begin by discussing one of the biggest reasons we keep coming back to social media: the need for validation, which is okay. Humans are wired for connection. We crave approval from others, and social media thrives on the fundamental need. Every like, comment, and share gives us a small dopamine boost, the same chemical that's released when we eat our favorite food or win a prize, like a full academic ride from Miss Paula Wallace herself. No? Okay. A 2020 study by the Royal Society for Public Health found that 70% of young adults like us feel their self-worth is directly tied to their social media engagement. In other words, many people measure their personal value based on how many likes or followers they have. But what happens when we don't get the validation we expect? Studies show that low engagement on posts can trigger anxiety and even depression. That's why so many people delete their posts if they don't get enough likes in the first few minutes. Now, be honest. Have you done that? I'm personally an archiver, but hey, to each his own. Psychologist Dr. Jean Twenge, author of iGen, explains that excessive social media validation seeking can lead to low self-esteem, especially amongst teenagers. While positive interactions can boost confidence, relying on social media can make self-worth a bit fragile and dependent on external validation. It's like asking someone if your art looks good first before critiquing it yourself. While social validation is one psychological pull, social media can also expose us to an overwhelming amount of negativity, leading to a phenomenon known as doomscrolling. Have you ever found yourself endlessly scrolling through bad news, one crisis after another, until you feel mentally drained? That's a form of doomscrolling. It's a compulsive act of consuming negative content, but it's becoming a major issue for mental health. A 2021 study from the University of Florida found that people who doom scroll for about 30 minutes or more daily report higher levels of stress, anxiety, and even depression. I don't like any of those. But why do we do it? The answer lies in how social media algorithms work. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok and more prioritize emotional trigger content, whether it's shocking headlines, controversial debates, or de-stressing videos, because they know it keeps users engaged. The more time we spend scrolling, the more ads we see, and then that means the more profit these platforms make. I respect the hustle, but what are we putting at risk here? Psychiatrist Dr. Tracy Dennis-Tuari warns that excessive doom scrolling can trick our brains into a constant state of fear and worry, making the world seem more dangerous than it really is. And unfortunately, the more we engage with negative content, the more the algorithm feeds it to us. I have a love and hate relationship with algorithms, but that's here nor there. But doom scrolling isn't the only way social media can drain us. There's another major issue that many of us face: digital burnout. Think about how much time you spend on social media each day. Now multiply that over weeks, months, and even years. Yeah. Constant connectivity can be exhausting. A 2022 study by the American Psychological Association, APA, found that 50% of Gen Z reports feeling emotionally drained by social media overuse. Between keeping up with trends, responding to messages, and posting updates, social media can start feeling more like a job than a fun escape. As an individual who is studying in the social media industry right now at SCAD, I completely understand this. There have been times throughout my life that I just wanted to post and arrange something nice. However, after some time, it became a chore that required a schedule that I didn't really know how to schedule. But with the seek of positive motive and knowledge within myself and my environment, I found my way. Even influencers who make a living off social media experiences burnout. Many have spoken out about needing breaks, disappearing for weeks, or even quitting altogether because of the pressure to stay relevant. Just click off. It may sound easy, but it's not for those whose social media revenue makes up a large part of their income. Digital wellness expert Cal Newport, author of Digital Minimalism, suggests that setting clear boundaries is the key to a healthier relationship with social media. This can mean practicing digital detoxes or even turning off notifications to remain in control and regain control over your attention. Because at the end of the day, we should be using social media, not letting social media use us. Today, we explore 3 key ways social media impacts mental health. First, we examine how social validation can shape self-esteem, sometimes positively, but often leading to anxiety. Second, we discuss doomscrolling and how excessive exposure to negative content can increase stress and fear. And thirdly, we talked about digital burnout and why setting social media boundaries is essential for our well-being. So, I leave us with the question, is social media a friend or foe? The truth is, it's both. It can connect us and inform us and entertain us, but if we're not careful, it can also manipulate our emotions, drain our energy, and distort our reality. I don't think any of us want that. So the next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling, ask yourself, is this making me feel better or worse? Because ultimately, the power of social media isn't in the platform. It's in how we choose to use it. Thank you. This has been Sha'Kobe with the psychological impact of social media. Friend or foe?